everybody, and welcome to our top 10 quick comic picks. I'm Andy.
I'm Matt.
We're here with Infinity Flux Comics out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. This is our really quick show where we show you some of the biggest and best books that are coming out this week to your local comic book store, or if you ordered over at infinityflux.net, they are on their way to your home as we speak. So, got a lot of really cool, really interesting books
Oh
for you
yeah,
this week.
nice variety of books
Yes,
too.
nice variety. I'm actually going to kick it off this week with Ultimate X-Men #2. This is kind of the one that we're most like, what's going on in here type
Yeah,
thing. Probably the least straightforward of all of the new Ultimate books. But in this one, we have who will become Armor, Hisako, uh, reeling from her powers emerging in the previous issue when she runs into this character, which will be her first appearance, Maystorm, who may know a thing or two about these powers.
hmm
You'll have to see where it goes from there. But I feel like a lot more questions are asked in this one, and some mysterious characters show up.
yeah.
So don't miss that one.
Next is Superman Action Comics number 1064. This is the first part of the House of Brainiac story that is going to run throughout the various Superman books over the next couple of months. And in this one, it's basically all out action between the Super family and an army of Zarnians, which where did they come from? We'll have to find that out. And also an army of Brainiac robots. And it's just chaos and destruction in Metropolis. And what is Brainiac up to? We have no idea, but I'm sure we'll learn in the next few issues.
Next up for me, another new #1, Rat City. And yes, that looks very Spawn like. So this is set in 2107, and our main character, Peter Cairn, is a soldier when a mission goes wrong and there's an explosion. He's trapped under a car, and later he gets replacement legs. But because of some weird timey-wimey stuff with Spawn
Yeah.
back in 2019, those legs get infused with some Spawn
Some necroplasm.
necroplasm, and thus we are creating a new Spawn for the future. We'll have to see future issues to get more of that, but very cool first issue.
And next is Uncanny Valley #1. This one is super fun. This is about a boy named Oliver. He and his mom are new in town. He is new in school. He's just trying to fit in. But in an effort to try to fit in, he gets into a little bit of mischief, gets suspended from school. But one night they get attacked by a sort of a cartoonish murder of crows comes flying through their house. And then this guy comes busting in. And he has a special connection to Oliver, but you can tell he definitely does not look like Oliver, and it's going to open up this brand new world for Oliver as he learns who he really is.
Next up, I've got X-Men '97 #2, continuing the prequel series to the show on Disney Plus. Very fun issue here as Mr. Sinister's plots get foiled over and over. He sends out a new legion of evil mutants to stop the X-Men at all different spots. So you even see a throwdown between Wolverine and Sabretooth. So really cool in there. As Wolverine's really sad that Jean's having a
Yeah.
baby and it's not his.
Well, next is Transformers #7. This is the start of the next story arc. The Decepticons have retreated after getting their butts kicked by the Autobots, kind of licking their wounds, but there's a little bit of of dissension in the ranks. Soundwave actually thinks that maybe Starscream isn't fit to lead the Decepticons, and maybe they get into it a little bit. Meanwhile, the Autobots regroup themselves, and in an effort to hold off the Decepticon, or in an effort to go on the offensive against the Decepticons while they still have the upper hand.
Next up, I've got Edge of the Spider-Verse #3, starring Star Spider. This is the first appearance of Star Spider, which is Persephone Parker, a new character in the future who is the spider person for a space colony called the Bronx. So see what all the similarities are between our regular 616 and this new space spider. You'll have to check it out in this one.
And next is Monsters Are My Business #1. This is a new series over at Dark Horse. This takes place in a time after some magic wielding one percenters essentially have called down acid rain across the planet. It has wiped out a lot of the population and also brought with it a whole bunch of monsters. And we follow these three characters on the cover right here as they take jobs for hire, battling monsters, trying to rescue people that have been taken by monsters. And it's a very action heavy book, a very comedic book. The art is very stylized. This one was a lot of fun.
And lastly, for me, I've got a Thundercats number 3. The mystery of this continues to grow as, of course, Panthro does not fully trust our new character Calica, but all that is put on the back burner as a mysterious door opens up on Third Earth. And what is behind it, and what questions that raise about the true destruction of Thundera, you'll have to read to find out. But another fun, friendly face appears in this
Mm.
issue, adding to the Thunderans lineup.
And last for me is the Principles of Necromancy #1. This is the first issue from a new publisher called Magma Comics, and this seems like it's going to be a bit of a horror anthology book, with the only connective tissue being this character named Dr. Jacob Eyes. In this one, he falls in with a clan of barbarians who are trying to attack their enemies, but they keep losing. And he doesn't just heal their wounds; he tries to conquer death itself with horrifying results.
Well, and that is it for our top 10 quick comic picks. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to head over to infinityflux.net right now, where you can order these books while supplies last, and you want to do that fast because supplies does not last forever. And stay tuned for our longer show coming up, where we'll be going over these, their variants, plus a lot more comics coming up very soon. But until then,
See
see
ya.
ya.